Hello Aquarius and welcome to Sincere Tarot. This is your mid-December reading, and do you like my tree? It's almost done. Anyways, your energy, your theme for mid-December is the Ace of Swords, a new perspective, a new idea. You might be sticking up for yourself and standing your ground. Let's see what else is in store for you. So what does Aquarius need to know for mid-December? Let's see. Ooh. Well, you definitely need a new perspective. Wow, this is interesting. Cool. I feel like your beliefs right now are very limiting, and I'll show you what I mean in a moment. But this is something to do with kind of almost in a way it ran its course in the way that it used to be, because in the background in the past, leading into this, we've got the 10 of Cups, which is, you know, being really emotionally fulfilled in so many aspects of your life. However, it's a 10, so it's almost like completing a cycle. So if this comes in like a relationship or a connection or a job, it's almost like this cycle is finished and it's kind of going to a new chapter. But what is that new chapter, right? Your energy right now is the 8 of Swords, which is like limiting beliefs, being really stuck with the way that you think, refusing to look at different opportunities or different perspectives, right? So you definitely need this fresh new perspective energy that's coming in. I feel like your limiting beliefs have to do with potentially like working your way up the ladder, or it could have something to do with being a mother or a relationship with your mother, okay? Because what you need to know about is the 9 of Swords. So I feel this is often quite cruel, but it can also represent negative self-talk, but really negative talk from the negative aspect of someone else's ego towards you, and also kind of like wondering potentially like, why have I worked so hard and just continue to make my way up this ladder that leads to nowhere or disappointment. And it might have something to do with, again, the energy in between, Empress. So this could be the mother. This could actually be Mother Earth sometimes, and but also it can be like particular status within a corporation, right? So I feel like you might even be being blocked from something that was really emotionally fulfilling for you, right? But you will have a choice because the outcome is the 2 of Wands. So I feel like you're going to be making a new plan for something new. It might, but I think that things can go in a very good way, okay? Because your outcome is aspected with the Sun, which in my opinion, like this is the best card in the deck. And it doesn't, honestly, even when it's like, because it's such a positive, amazing card, even when it's surrounded by not very good cards, it's still like going to be read positively no matter what, because it is the light that shines on the dark, right? So you might be in like a really stressed out place right now, but things are really going to brighten up and you're going to start planning for a new future in a new way, okay? And eventually you're going to become really busy again. So if this is to do with work and maybe you weren't getting that many jobs or something like that, messages are just going to start coming in. You're going to get lots of work. If there was something kind of wrong with a connection with a person, I feel like in the future there's going to be lots of messages. They're going to be relatively productive, right? And a lot of it has to do with your fresh new perspective. Let's get some clarification cards. What clarification cards does Aquarius need for mid-December? Interesting. Cool. For some of you, this is going to have something to do with work, right? But it could also be a relationship, because that Sun card is being aspected by the 3 of Discs, which can represent like you, the other person in the relationship, but it represents like a team effort. So it can often represent work as well, and just like working well together. And that can be with a lot of people in your lives, right? So things are going to really improve, especially your energy. And partly because you've kept the high ground, you know, you've kept your integrity even against all odds. You know, you've stood up for what's right for you overall, okay? You've done a pretty decent job. And then in the past, in the background, I feel like this situation was manifested because it just kind of needed to happen. Like you created it for some reason. Maybe something you needed to learn or something that you needed to get sorted out. You might not have been aware of it, but it happened. I feel like what you're disappointed by might be a female. It could be like someone with a female with a lot of earth in her chart, but it could also be like someone that you work with as well, someone who might be of higher status than you, for example, because again, Pentacles can be work. So I feel like you're quite disappointed about that, right? But I think that this has actually forced you to kind of begin to like make steps planning in a new future, something different. Like I feel like the situation became, you know, stressful to the degree that you started envisioning something new for your life, and not what that's going to be like a driving force that's going to give you a lot of excitement and just really push forward with a new goal, right? And it's going to be quite emotionally fulfilling. It's something you're really going to love, and you can potentially master this one day. So yeah, I feel like it's not going to seem that way now because you're like, this is the way that things were supposed to be, and it's not working out that way. So then you think you failed, but there's actually like at least 8 other options, and you're picking a very good option, and you're already kind of in the energy of planning something new to get yourself out of this situation. Let's get some clarification. I just want to clarify one more. Yeah, and you know what? It might have something to do with you being your own boss, or you going to a different company and where there's actually opportunity for you to move up. Or it could be just like somehow working things out with your mother, or if you're a mom, getting like a third party, a neutral party to kind of help the communication and really improve the relationship and the connection. So I definitely see a really awesome improvement, okay? All right, what advice does Aquarius need to know about the situation? All right, so the first advice card, we have got strength. You are so tough, right? You got this. Just keep one paw in front of the other, one foot in front of the other, and just keep moving forward. Like, the universe is never going to give you something that you can't handle. So you got this. Just keep moving forward. Yeah, 100%. And second advice card, we've got the 4 of Wands. It's almost like you're kind of leveling up in a way, and you're kind of, this is a victory. You'll see that this is a victory because I feel like in the past, this situation with this relationship or job or whatever it is had kind of already run its course. It got as good as it was going to get, right? So this situation was kind of important for you to level up, and it was like a gateway to something new and better, okay? And it might have something to do with home. Third advice card, we've got the 8 of Cups. You really need to think about what's going to be emotionally fulfilling for you in the long run, because otherwise it's not going to work out. Final advice card, we've got the Moon. You might want to check out my video for your moon sign. You might want to also do some deep diving and shadow work, because this may have brought something up. Anytime something is triggered within you, it's a signal that there's some unresolved trauma within, right? So the universe is giving you a gift by having this trigger so that you are aware, hey, that feeling came from something inside me, and then just sit with it. All of the dark pain and emotion, when it comes up, you literally just sit with it. You feel it completely, and then it will move through you. Then it won't control you, okay? All right, if you'd like a private reading, send me an email or check out my website. That is all in the description below. Thank you to everyone who's liked, shared, subscribed. I really appreciate it, and it helps me out so much. And for those of you who are subscribed, please do hit that notification bell, because YouTube isn't very good at recommending my own videos to people. And I was going to say one more thing. What was I going to say? So I'm a little bit tired. Anyways, whatever. Secret bonus card. King of Wands. Stay true to yourself. Maintain your integrity.